Hello students, today we will discuss class 9th civics lesson 1 what is democracy, why democracy. The learning outcomes of this chapter are define democracy, analyze the importance of democracy, realize the problem of non-democratic country, distinguish between a good democracy and bad democracy, evaluate the broader meaning of democracy. In this video, the topic we will cover what is democracy, features of democracy, why democracy, broader meanings of democracy. India is considered as the largest democratic country in the world. But have you ever wondered what is democracy? Why democracy? According to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. What is democracy? The word democracy has been derived from the Greek word demokratia. Demos means people, kratia means rule. With time, the meaning of the democracy also changes. So, the simple definition of democracy is the government where leaders are elected by the people. But there are other forms of government which are not democratic. For example, earlier Myanmar was controlled by the army. Army was controlled by the ruler. People in the Myanmar could not elect their leader. The one who controlled the army could rule the country. This also applies in monarchy. Kings of Nepal and Saudi Arabia are not elected by the people. They are kings because they are born in the royal families. We need to understand that every government wants to be called as democratic country. So how can we distinguish who is democratic and who are pretending to be the one? We can distinguish by simply identifying the features of democracy. So the first feature of democracy is major decisions are taken by the elected leaders. In a democracy, the final decision-making power must rest with those elected by the people. We can take an example of Pakistan. It was a democratic country, but in October 1999, Pervez Musharraf led a military coup and overthrew the elected government, declared himself as the chief executive. After 3 years in 2002, he designated himself as the president and held a referendum which granted him 5 years extension. Later, in August 2002, he issued a legal framework order which gave him power to dismiss the national and provincial assemblies. Also, the civilian cabinet is supervised a National Security Council which is dominated by military officers. Elections were held later, but the real power rests with the military officers. So, in a democracy, major decisions are taken by elected leader. But in case of Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf took the major decisions, but he was not an elected leader. Second, free and fair electoral competition. A democracy must be based on a free and fair election where people must have real choice between political alternatives. For example, in China, elections are held every 5 years. People have the power to elect country's parliament called National People's Congress, who have the power to appoint country's president. But before contesting elections, a candidate needs an approval from the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. Only those who are members or allied to it were allowed to contest the elections. So, elections were held, but fair opportunity is not there. Another example is of Mexico. It holds election after every 6 years, but until 2000, every election was won by a party called PRI. Institutional Revolutionary Party. There were many opposition parties, but they never won because PRI was known to use many dirty tricks to win the elections. Dirty tricks which were used by PRI to win the elections. First, government employees had to attend the party meetings. Teachers of government schools used to force parents to vote PRI. Media focused more on criticizing opposition parties and less on their activities. Polling booths were shifted in the last minute, which made it difficult for people to vote. So, holding elections is not must enough. There must be a real choice between the politicians and the possible way to change the existing leaders if people wish to do so. Third feature is one person, one vote, one value. Democracy is based on fundamental principle of political equality. Here each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. Not all people get the right to vote. For example, before 2015 in Saudi Arabia, women didn't have the right to vote. Estonia made such rules that it is difficult for Russian minorities to vote. Fiji made such rules that the vote of indigenous Fijian is more valuable than Indian Fijian. The last feature is rule of law and respect for rights. A democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional law and citizens' rights. There should be sufficient room for normal political activity, respect for the basic rights of the citizens such as freedom of expression, freedom of association, freedom to protest, freedom of thought. For example, ZANU-PF, a popular party, led a freedom struggle against white minorities, and finally Zimbabwe got independence in 1980, and since then the leader of ZANU-PF, Robert Mugabe, has been ruling the country. But he also uses unfair practices like changing the constitution several times to increase his power, harassing the workers of opposition party, disrupting their meetings, law that limits the rights to criticize the president, media is controlled by ruling party, pressurizing the judges and ignoring court judgment that went against the government. So to conclude that even popular leaders can be undemocratic. Democracy has its own merits and demerits. So let us discuss first its demerits. Leaders keep on changing, which leads to instability. It's all about competition, power, so there is no scope for morality. Consultants of so many people leads to delay in decisions. Leaders don't know best of people, thus leading to bad decisions. It leads to corruption, incompetence of ordinary people. Now, let us see the merits of democracy. More accountable form of government, improves quality of decision making, provides method to deal with differences and conflicts, enhances the dignity of citizens, and allows us to correct its own mistake. So, conclusion is that democracy cannot be a magical solution to all the problems, but it is clearly better than any other alternative. It offers better chances of a good decision and gives due respect to people's wishes. Above all, it gives a chance to correct the past mistakes. Thus, democracy is considered the best form of government. Broader meanings of democracy. Till now we understood democracy only as the form of government, but the broader meaning of democracy allows us to see the operation of democracy beyond government. True democracy will come to a country only when none of its citizens goes hungry to bed. In a democracy, every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. Every citizen needs to have equal information, basic education, equal resources, and lot of commitment. Therefore, democracy can apply to many spheres of life, and democracy can take many forms. It can also be concluded that no country is a perfect democracy. A constant effort is required to sustain and strengthen democracy. Thank you, children. Bye. See you in the next video.